First, let us correct the homework from the last day. So, question 1. We can see here we have 6b and a minus 2b. And a plus 6c and a plus 4c. Six b minus 2b gives me 4b, and 6c plus 4c gives me plus 10c. Second question. You can see here we have 8k minus 2k, which is going to give me 6k, and I have a minus 4 and a plus 3. From integers, we remember that minus 4 plus 3 gives me minus 1. Second part, third part, a little bit difficult this time. So, first of all, we have a 7d and minus 4d. 7d minus 4d gives me 3d. Then we have a plus 4e and a plus 2e. That will give me plus 6e. And then finally we have a plus 5 and a minus 3, which gives me plus 2. Last question. We have 5a minus 4a, which gives me 1a, or just a. And then we have a plus 6b and a minus 4b, which gives me plus 2b. If you have any questions on this, please contact me on Schoology. We know that when adding and subtracting algebraic terms, we need to remember two things. One, they must be like terms. For example, we can add 2a plus 3a. That's okay, because both of them have a in their term. However, if we look at something different, 2a plus 3b, we cannot add these two because one is an a and the other is a b. The second rule is that when we add or subtract, we just add and subtract the numbers in front of the like terms. In the first video, I showed you how to simplify a long expression like this. I'm going to give you a chance now to do the same, and just pause the video, and when you're ready, press play and I'll give you the answer. Okay, let's go through the answer. So, the like terms we have here is 4x plus 2x. So we can rearrange them, put them together. And we have a minus 3y and a plus 4y. So when I put those terms together, I have 4x plus 2x gives me 6x. And I have minus 3y plus 4y. Minus 3 plus 4, remember from integers, minus 3 plus 4 gives me plus 1y. Remember as well that we can leave out the 1 in front of the y. We can just simply call it y. So what we know so far is that we can only add or subtract like terms. That means if I say a plus a, I get 2a. If I say b plus b, I get 2b. In algebra, sometimes we often see squared terms. For example, a squared plus a squared simply just gives me 2a squared. We change nothing about the a squared term, except for the number in front. Similarly, if I have b squared plus b squared, I'm just going to get 2b squared. Finally, I can also do this with cubes. So, if I have a cube plus a cube, I get 2a cubed. So your next question might be, can I add a squared plus a? The answer is no. Why? Because these are not like terms. A and a squared are very, very different. Remember we said that a is a variable, and that a variable represents something that can change in terms of numbers. So if we were to look at a as a variable and a was the number 2, well then a squared is going to be 2 to be squared, which we know is equal to 4. That means that a squared and a are not like terms. Let's look at simplifying the following. First of all, we can see that we have 2x squared plus 3x squared. They're like terms and we can add them together. We also have plus 3x and minus 2x, which are like terms. That then gives us 2 plus 3 gives me 5x squared. Remember our rule, just add the coefficient in front of the x squareds. Plus 3x minus 2x, which gives me plus 1x, or what we call x. Now, we can't add these two terms together, so we just leave them as is. That's our final answer. Here's a tricky one. Simplify the following. So a squared plus a squared plus a cubed plus a. Well, let's check what we have first. So I can see a plus a and a plus a. A plus a. Then I have an a squared and an a squared. And finally I have this plus a cubed by itself. Now let's go ahead and add them. So I have a plus a, which we know gives me 2a. I have a squared plus a squared, which gives me 2a squared. And I have nothing for the a cubed, so that just simply stays as a cubed. And that's my final answer. I can't add them all together because, as we've said before, they're not like terms. Okay, go ahead and have a go at the homework that's on Schoology.